The original Skyward X was one of those shoes that caught me off guard a little bit because it was one of the first super trainers that I got to review, and in many ways I liked it, but in more ways I didn't. This new version, the Skyward X2, has fixed some of the issues that I didn't get on with, and I'm actually really liking this one. Alright, let's kick off with the key specs. They cost $225. Bear in mind, this is a super trainer, so it can take out 2 to 3 of your training shoes and simplify your rotation. But how well this one actually does that, well, you're going to find out in my performance review. And you'll be able to get a pair on May the 15th. They weigh 9.9 ounces or 281 grams. That's for a size US men's 9, my pair. They have a 5mm drop from heel to toe. The upper's using a premium jacquard mesh with reflective details, a zonal padded tongue, and there is a little tongue lace loop there to pin the tongue in place. The midsole is using a dual layer of foam, top layer being PEBA foam, and that sits on top of the supercritical EVA foam. It's also got the classic bathtub effect where the walls rise up over your heels, and that basically gives you extra stability on the run. Otherwise, with a huge stack like this, you might be a little bit wobbly and you're going to lose efficiency on the run, and you might even injure yourself. The midsole also has a carbon fiber plate running between those layers, and that just gives this shoe more of a propulsive ride. It enables you to move more into tempo sessions, and that's why this is a super trainer, because it can handle various paces but also go long distances, giving you protection and comfort all the way. And then the outsole is using sticky rubber compound at the forefoot with durabrasion rubber at the heel. When it comes to sizing and fit, they're very much true to size if you follow US sizing. So just go with your usual sizing. And there's also a nice amount of room in the toe box now. So it's a little bit more spacious. Just feels really good, roomy and airy as well. This one also comes in a wide and extra wide, so if you do have high volume and wide feet, then there are definitely going to be options out there for you. The lockdown in the midfoot and the heel are both really good, and there is an extra eyelet up here. If you do have narrow heels and you need to use racer's loop heel lock method, not sure what that is? Well, it's just a lacing method that really locks your heel in place. Well, you can do that on these shoes, no problem. If you don't know how to do it, follow that link up there. It's a little demo. If you're enjoying this review so far, please give the video a like. Really appreciate it, and makes me look super popular. So the more likes, the better, please. And if you've had experience running in these shoes, I want to hear it. Put it in the comments down below. That's going to help me understand how you've been using them, but also it's going to help anyone who's looking for a super trainer right now and watching this video. It'll help them decide whether or not these are going to be the ones for them. So, really appreciate it. And of course, if you're not already subscribed, which I really hope you are, then subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next shoe review. All right, time for my performance review. I'm going to start by talking about ride feel and really the experience that this shoe gives you on the run, because that's really the most important thing with any shoe. This is a super trainer, so it has to be able to run a pretty high pace, not race pace, but you need to be able to pick up the pace in terms of tempo or speed sessions, but you also need to be able to go long. And that's where all the cushioning and protection comes in, and the plate comes in, that gives you the forward propulsion. But actually the geometry of the midsole and this PEBA foam does allow for a more snappy and propulsive ride as well. It's not just coming from the plate, it's coming from the geometry and the foam too, and it's super smooth. It's much smoother than before. The previous version just felt a little bit clunky to me, felt a bit big on my foot. This one's completely different. Heel landing to toe takeoff, super smooth. It actually feels a little bit easier to flex as well, even though there's a plate in there. And I just feel like the more miles I put in this shoe, it doesn't make me feel any more tired after a long training run. That's super important for a super trainer like this, because a lot of people are actually going to want to run a marathon in a super trainer too, because it's great to be able to train in one shoe, really get to know that shoe, and then take it to the start line and run your marathon, half marathon, or whatever in the same shoe, because you're used to it and you're going to feel much more relaxed and have a comfortable ride because of the type of shoe it is. A lot of people just don't like racing shoes or super shoes like those ones up here for various reasons. They're not that stable, and most of the time they're just not as comfortable as a highly protective shoe like this. And unless you're going to be really racing hard and really picking up the pace, not everyone does, not everyone wants to, then it often makes more sense just to go for a more comfortable, cushioned and bouncy ride rather than something that's too aggressive. Something worth considering. Now I have to talk about stability, because this is a high stack shoe and it's very soft and cushioned underfoot. So this is definitely going to be a good one for heavier runners because of all the protection under there. You're really going to enjoy this. Your knees are going to thank you for it in long run situations too. And actually I found this to have relatively good stability. There is more support on the medial side, so if you do overpronate a little bit, this inside edge of the shoe will hold you up and support you more than the outside edge, the lateral side. So if you supinate, you're going to notice more instability than an overpronator. But for most neutral runners, you're not going to feel any instability issues at all. The geometry of this midsole is so that it does support you, it does support your gait, and it's also got a wide footprint which helps with stability too. The outsole traction has been really good too, not had any slips, can't complain about anything here. Also durability seems to be holding up very well too, so that looks really promising. When it comes to the upper, well, it's super comfortable, lockdown's really good. I love all the padding in the collars, and the tongue has zoned padding, so there's padding where you need it, which is where the laces go over that tongue, and if you tighten up those laces, you don't get any lace bite because there's padding in all the right places. It's also got a nice articulated heel counter. I like these because they don't put too much pressure on the back of your Achilles, so if you do have sensitive Achilles, then you're going to really appreciate a feature like that. It also provides good heel lockdown as well. The mesh is very breathable, which is great. It helps you regulate temperature on the run. If you are going to be doing long runs in hot summer days, then you're really going to appreciate that because you will get the airflow and sweat will kind of vent out of the shoes, helping to reduce the swelling of your toes and feet on long runs, making the ride more comfortable for longer. Something to consider is the weight of 9.9 ounces. That's not super heavy, but it's definitely not a lightweight shoe. But for this category, I would say it's a little bit heavier than average. With that said, lightweight runners are going to notice that more, and I think you might want to look elsewhere if that is the case. Maybe something like the Endorphin Azura, which has a lighter frame, it's a much lighter shoe, also a very good super trainer, and performs across various paces and long runs pretty well too. Heavier runners won't notice that weight as much, and what it does bring is durability and support, so that's only a good thing for you guys. If you're wondering where the Hoka Skyward X2 features on my best super trainers roundup right now, well, follow that link up there. That will reveal where this one features. It's doing pretty well, by the way. But if you are in the market for a super trainer, then it will help direct you to the right one for you, because they're all very different and all have strengths and weaknesses. Well, it's time for my final verdict. Are they worth $225? Now, this is a tricky one. I do really like this shoe. It's super smooth rolling, it's cushioned, protective, there's enough stability in there, very comfortable upper, it's breathable, can handle faster paced runs, but also long distance and recovery runs too, and you could race in it if you want to and you're not really pushing the pace. So it does everything really well, but I just feel $225, it's getting a little bit steep now for a training shoe, even though I did say you can race in this as well. If you're not looking to push your time, it just feels a little bit steep, even though it does replace maybe 2 or 3 of your training shoes. I don't know, when you look at it like that, maybe it is worth it. I don't know. I think you're gonna have to really like how it looks, be a Hoka fan, and want a shoe that can knock out maybe 3 of your training shoes. Oh, I guess I've talked myself back into it. Yeah, I guess it's worth it. I certainly like it. I like how it looks. And it performs very well across a huge variety of runs, actually. So, yes, all right, it's worth it. But again, if you have run in this shoe, I want to hear it. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Be brutally honest here. It's really important for me to help me understand how you guys are enjoying it. But most importantly, anyone who's looking to buy it, it's going to help them decide whether or not it's the best one for them. So please comment, really appreciate it. And if you didn't subscribe earlier, this is your second chance. Do it. Subscribe to this channel. You will not be disappointed. So many shoe reviews coming up and I can't wait to tell you all about them. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next review. Peace.